when it comes to fitness, I'm pretty locked in and committed because this is like fitness to me is a hobby. It's what I enjoy doing. I like doing it.
Yeah, I guess it is different with fitness as a whole.
Yeah, I actually preach against that. And fitness as a whole, I preach against people don't go all in or all out because they'll go all in and they burn themselves out and then they quit. So it's fitness. It's a little different. You got to have a good balance, rest days, workout days, things like that. When it comes to your diet, you got to have a balance because if you cut out all your favorite foods, eventually you're going to quit your diet, So it's when it comes to fitness and overall, like your overall health, I wouldn't say all in or all out. But when you're doing like a challenge, an event, like a hobby or something like that, then yeah, I think you should give it your all.
Yeah, and it's different when there's like a set time period where it's like encapsulated. It's like this thing is going to go on for 6 months or 3 months or whatever it is. And like, okay, I know I can do this for 6 months. I don't want to do this. It's like what you said with the bodybuilding, like I'll see after I do it if I even want to do it again. So there's a clear end point. Whereas with fitness, like there's no end point. Fitness is like a lifelong journey. It's never gonna go away. So I think that's the key difference is when you're doing a challenge, you have that ability to like, okay, for this set amount of time, I'm gonna give it my all and I'm gonna go 100% in.
Yeah, that's a great point that you bring up. Actually, that's a good way to put it. I like that. Yeah, because there's no way I could have done that eating like the bodybuilding show. There's no way I could have done that for longer, like after the show. I would have never do that. Like, there's no way. So that's a good point. Yeah, fitness has no end. Like, fitness is a lifestyle. It should be a lifestyle that you do forever. And then like a challenge, if you want to do like a triathlon, or if you want to do a marathon, or if you want to do a bodybuilding show, like it has a set time frame, it has an end point. So that's a good point. Like you could go all in for those 6 months or that 1 year. Or whatever the challenges you're doing, like go all in for that. And then after that, you gotta have to find a balance from there.
Yeah. What's like your general advice around diet or nutrition?
I'm so basic when it comes to diet. Like the only diet that's good for you is the diet that you will stick to, the diet that you will follow. Like there is no good diet. You know what I'm saying? It's the good diet for you is the one that you will stick to, period. I know that's such a basic answer. But to me, I mean, eat whole foods. Eat protein. Like it's not hard. Like any processed food is try to cut out as much processed food as possible. I mean, I know you can't do it 100%. I mean, some people go extreme and they do. But for majority of people, it's not realistic to cut out 100% of processed food. They're just so convenient. We're always on the go. Like it's gonna happen. Like I eat protein bars every day. I love a protein bar. That's like my sweet treat. And that's processed. But try to minimize processed foods and eat whole foods, single ingredient foods that are in its original state, in its original form. If it grew in the ground or if it's an animal, then you're good to go. But if it's got a whole bunch of other junk in there, you don't need it. I don't preach any specific diets. If the diet works for you and you can stick to it, then that's a good diet, in my opinion. I also don't like to use the term diet because diet, like you said, like you mentioned earlier, it has a time frame around it. People like to put time frames on diet, like, ooh, I'm gonna follow this diet for 3 months, or I'm gonna follow this diet until I lose 20 pounds. But then after you lose that 20 pounds, the diet's over. Like the time frame is over. So and people like to use the term diet. Like it's not a diet. You're just switching the way you eat. You're switching your eating habits. It shouldn't be a time frame associated with you eating healthy.
Right.
So I always like to say, you've probably heard this before, stay around the outside of the grocery store. Don't go in the middle aisles of the grocery store because that's where all your processed foods are going to be. So try to eat single ingredient foods. Protein first. I'm a big protein guy. Like I preach, the basic 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight or per pound of your goal body weight. Eat protein. I'm not a vegetarian. If you are a vegetarian, that's cool. If you want to be vegan, that's cool with me too. Or if you want to eat meat, by all means, eat meat. Like do what works for you. I don't like to, put limitations on what people are eating.
Yeah, I think that is the reason why. So a lot of people will go vegan and then they're like, oh, wow, I'm losing so much weight. I'm so much healthier. And then there's also people who will like start doing carnivore and they're like, wow, I'm getting so healthy. It's working so well. And like, it makes no sense. But then I think the reason why is that both of them are just cutting out processed foods. Like they're both just going to full whole food diets.
That and they're cutting out calories as well. Because when you cut a bunch of junk out of your diet, it just naturally lowers the amount of calories you eat because you're eating whole foods. They're less in calories and they're more satiating. They make you feel fuller.
Yep.
So you will eat less of them, period. So you'll lose weight and they're natural. So like you'll feel much better because you're not putting a bunch of junk in your body. So yes, I absolutely agree.
Yeah. The unfortunate truth is that a lot of processed foods are designed to make you want more. They're designed to be like not too filling. They make you crave more and be able to eat more because then you buy more. So that's very true that eating normal foods, like your body's pretty good at detecting when it's had enough versus when you're eating weird foods that it's not used to. It's easy to overeat and go crazy in that regard.
Also, like I like to say, eat your protein first because again, protein is satiating. It's typically more satiating than carbs or fats. It'll make you feel hungrier faster. I mean, it'll make you feel fuller faster if you eat it first. So I typically will say, eat your protein first and then eat what's left on your plate, your carbs and your fats.